It's 9 p.m. Central. It's time! Today, this song is called Church Clothes. I'm a church girl, so I like it. You hear that organ? My earrings, see those beautiful earrings? Those are from Style Therapy. Shout out. Is it shout out or shot? I think it's shout. Shout out to Lynette Crawford of Style Therapy. That's with 2 eyes. I think those are so pretty, and I like pearls. I like big pearls, and I cannot lie. That one's Walmart, $5. No respecter of jewelry places. Hey, I don't have a whole ton of time tonight, but I hope you guys are gonna hope you all are gonna chime in. Let me see. I got my scripture ready. Got my glasses because you know I need those. So actually, this is big print, so I don't really need them as much. But it's almost time. I'm gonna make it even a little bit shorter than last time because I gotta help one of my family members with something, and that's important. Helping family. If you can do it, you should do it. If you can't, but I can. In just a couple of minutes. Hello. How about those? $1, 100. You like those? I see you. If you're watching this, please, in the comments, I want you to put live. If you're watching with me live, and if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. Or you don't really have to do hashtag, just put replay. And I'd like for you to share this if you find value in what we say tonight. We me and God. But what is said tonight, please share this or share it now. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. At least I think so. You can be the judge for yourself. So that song is almost over. I'm gonna turn it off in just a second, but I do want to see who's in here. Who's here with me? ¿Quién está conmigo? Por favor, me digas. Yo quiero saber. Yo quiero conocer la persona. I know, no S's. That's the islands. I think the reason why the S is gone when you go to like Cuba or you go to Puerto Rico, Cuba or Puerto Rico, the reason why I think they don't pronounce their S, this is just me making up stuff. But you know how we say island instead of island, which makes no sense. I think it's the same thing, just in Spanish. They just get rid of the S's. It's in the island, no S's on the island at all. Not in Spanish or English. Or English. Now, you don't have to laugh at my jokes because I'm not going to try to make you be somebody that you're not supposed to be or that you don't want to be, like Charles taught me last week. I don't see the comments. Where are you all? Hey, Mel, I see you. There's somebody. Hey, Siobhan. Hey, Mel. All right, we're going to make this one quick tonight because I got to go do something. Okay, let's turn this music off. You probably can't even hear it. You hear that? One's called Church Clothes. Mini producer. I bought those. I bought a bunch of songs for like $20, like 60 songs. Hey, I see you all. Thank you. Yeah, send us some hearts or something. Let me know you're here. Let's stop this. This is going to be easy. This is an easy call tonight. So tonight's topic, oh, by the way, I keep forgetting. Everybody doesn't know who you are. Hey, thank you, Siobhan, for saying hi. Everyone doesn't know who you are. My name is Latisha Randolph. I'm here in the Midwest. I'm right in the middle. They call it the middle, even though it's kind of to the right, but it's considered the middle of the states. And I'm the mother of 3. I'm the wife of 1. I work for myself, thank God, because I have freedom and flexibility of my time. My husband has a t-shirt business. It's called Righteous Attire. Check him out, righteousattire.biz. There's like 8 to 10 shirts on there, non-cheesy Christian t-shirts. Thank God they're not cheesy. Cheesy t-shirts are ugh. Anyway, sorry, I shouldn't hate on other people, huh? So this is called Tuesdays with Tish. I just come and share some comments with you, things that I've learned in my life, in my business, just regular life, because I like to talk. I'm always talking, so why not talk about it on a regular basis at a certain time so people can chime in instead of doing random lives like I was doing before. Nobody knows when to find you. Sometimes they watch it, sometimes they don't. Now on Tuesdays, hey, Evangelist Ruby. Now on Tuesday nights, you can find me here at 9 p.m. Central. This is where I'm going to be. Yes. Okay. So if you've been watching, you know that I'm going to start off with a scripture because I'm going to do my best to find a scripture. There is a scripture for that. There's a scripture for that. So I'm going to start off with the scripture. I'm going to give you a tip, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts, and then I got to burn out. That's what some people say. I don't usually say that, but I did tonight. Today's scripture is, sometimes it's hard to say these words. Deuteronomy. If you say it slowly. Hey, Gail. Deuteronomy 30. Okay, so the power of choice. That's our topic today. Deuteronomy 30. I hope I said it right. 30 and 19. You can read the rest on your own, but today's scripture is, I call heaven, this is God, talking. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life, that thou and thy seed, that's your kids, may live. I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. That's our scripture for today. There are plenty of scriptures in the Bible that talk about the choices that we have. You can look them up on your own. I think James talks about it too, the power of life and death being in the tongue. Joshua 24 has one in there that says, choose ye this day who you will serve, whether it be God, the God of the God of the Amorites, or the God of your fathers. Who are you going to choose? You're going to serve God, or you're going to serve the idols. You get to choose. So God has given us the power of choice. And a lot of times we give it away. So today's tip is you always have a choice. I know that you shouldn't really use the words like always, but we do. I mean, there may be some very extenuating circumstances where we don't have a choice, but we do. We have a choice. And I just want to give you a couple of examples that I have found in my life. I remember when I first moved here from California to Kansas City, I was 26 years old. I had just gotten married to Charles. Love you, Charles. He's downstairs. If you guys know, my house is like split, like different places. He's down there listening. I just got married to Charles, and I worked at this, I'm not going to tell you the name of the company because I don't know if you can get in trouble for that or not, but I worked at a trucking company. It was the worst job I've ever had. And it was only because it was high turnover. I didn't get to speak Spanish like I thought I was. The money was pretty good. But from Lee Summit to the, I almost said the city, to the city that I was driving to was like 40 minutes, which is that's a big deal in this culture. In Kansas City area, that's far. In California, that's nothing. But here, that's far. If it's more than like 15, 20 minutes, it's far here. At least that's what I've observed. So I was driving. I was leaving at like 5 in the morning. And believe it or not, those who know me, I was not late but twice to that job. The first time I was late was because there was a tractor trailer on the freeway. I know you probably say highway or something here. Tractor trailer on the freeway blocking all the lanes, and I couldn't get away. So I was an hour late. And I had to be there at 7 in the morning. I don't like getting up early. The second time I was late, I was only 3 minutes late, and that was because of the snow. And you really could be late in the snow because you all know that you got to go slowly in the snow. And so I was there. It just was, it was one of those jobs you come in, there's not really like a formal training to kind of throw you in on the job training, like while you're in it. And it was just hard. And not to mention that right after I started working there, I had only been there maybe a few weeks and my dad was dying. So I had to take FMLA. I had never heard of it before. I was like, I don't even know what that stands for. FMLA, what is that? I never used it before. So I had to take FMLA, go back home, see my father before he passed away, help my mother for a couple weeks. So I was gone for like 3 weeks. So this is at the beginning of the job. I finally got got back in the swing, and it was just stressful. It was so stressful. I was missing Bible study. I was late for choir rehearsal or missing it altogether, working really late. And it was like a 45-hour work week. And Charles was like, well, try to find something else. But I was so tired that every time I came home, I didn't feel like it. I just didn't have the energy. Anybody ever feel like that? You're like, I'm just tired. I don't want to. And so finally he says, well, why don't you ask them for a few days off? And I was like, I can't. I was just gone for 3 weeks. That was only a couple months ago. I can't ask him for a few days off. And he says, well, then quit. And I said, what? What did you say? Did you just say I could quit? He said, yeah, quit. Because I know he knew. I literally thought that I was going to have a stroke, a heart attack, and I was only 26. So I cleared my desk of all the items that were, it was clear. I probably cleaned it too. Cleared it, cleaned it, put all my pictures in a little plastic bag, and I leave nicely. I put all my data entry in. This is like on a Friday night. I stayed till like 11 o'clock, put all my data entry in, little Post-it notes. I put those on there so everybody knew what to do next. And I put it in a little folder. and my desk was clear. And when I got to Monday after that weekend, I called in and I told my manager's manager, because my manager wasn't there yet. I said, hey, I won't be in today. And he says, are you feeling okay? I said, no, not at all. And that was true. I wasn't feeling okay. I couldn't keep doing that. It was just too stressful. It just wasn't a good fit for me. I don't think it was for them either. There was a lot of micromanaging going on. It just was not good. And so then I talked to my now boss, because they had done some layoffs and some demotions and things. And I talked to my boss and I was like, he says, well, it's funny. He's like, let's be honest here. Do you foresee yourself leaving? And I said, yes, very soon. I asked for like 2 days to make a decision. He didn't even give me that. He called me the next day. Did you make a decision? And I said, yes. So I exited very nicely. I pulled my hair back, put my pearl earrings on, put some makeup on, put on my suit, showed the person who was going to take my job what I was doing, how to do it, and I left. And I asked for the 40 hours worth of extra time that I worked outside of my salary hours, and they gave it to me. And I made a choice to leave. You could barely take lunch there. You could barely take a break. It was just high turnover, horrible work, hostile work environment. But I made a choice and I left. That's one example of you having a choice. We always have a choice. And I know we have to pay our bills. We have things that we have to do, but we still always have a choice. We can choose to keep working at a job that's not a good fit for us. We could choose to look for something else until we find it. We could totally quit and have nothing to go to. There's always a choice there. Another thing I'm reminded of is a friend of mine. I do have to go in a second, but it was a friend of mine, my coach, Coach Fardell, if you know him, Born CEO, look him up, Born CEO Academy, you'll be blessed, kingdom gentleman. And I remember he was here, this is a smaller example, he was here visiting and he was watching what he ate. And I was like, oh, you should have some of this cake or whatever it was something sweet. And they said, oh, I forgot, you can't because you're watching what you eat. And he says, no, I can have it if I want, but I choose not to because I'm working on this goal. My friend Melody's really good at that. She makes choices. She looks so good. She's like my example that I look at when I want to think about getting better and looking good like her. Melody, I hope you're listening. And he said, I can, but I choose not to. He was making a choice. We always have a choice. I think a lot of times we say things like, I can't do that, but we can. You just have to choose to, but you're choosing not to. And there's more power in saying, I'm choosing not to, than to say that I can't. You could, you're just choosing not to. Another example, last night, I went to a restaurant. I'm not going to call them out. I'm going to be nice. Went to a restaurant and I had a very hard time getting my order in. I tried calling. It didn't work. I don't know why. I tried going online. It wouldn't let me. Then I call in again. I finally get someone on the phone. She takes my order and I said, I had this coupon. It wasn't working and I would like to redeem this coupon. Can you help me with that? Oh, I don't have any power. Okay, number one, let me just say this little side thing. One day we'll do a customer service talk. I can't do anything. Horrible customer service language. It's always, let me see what I can do. At least try to act like you're going to help someone. That's a side note, another day. And so she says, I can't. I said, well, maybe the manager can help. Well, do you want me to put the order in or do you want me to call the manager now? And I said, go ahead and put the order in and then we'll do the manager later. Okay, I'm going to put you on hold. Somehow, I don't know how, but somehow the phone disconnected. Interesting, right? So the phone disconnects. I'm like, okay, great. So I call back again. Another person, she looks at my order. Oh, here it is. I see your name. Here's your thing. Here's your order. Okay, great. So, I'm already like slightly frustrated because I've been trying to get this food because I wasn't cooking yesterday. So she says, yeah, we'll get it in. I said, well, I was going to talk to someone about getting this discount. I'm going to do all these things. And she says, yeah. Well, the first lady told me that my order was going to be ready at 10:33. The second lady told me it was going to be ready at 11:19. Why is it such a difference? Is there such a difference? 10:33 and 10:19, that's an hour from now. So I asked her, I don't know, ma'am. That's another thing you don't want to say. I don't know, ma'am. That's just what it says. Then somehow she disappears off the phone. So I'm getting frustrated. I call back. The last lady was super nice. And she was like, oh yeah, let me help you, whatever she says. And I said, well, this is my third time. I'm trying to get this food because the later we wait, I can't go back and cook stuff. I said, I'm trying to put my order in. I've already spoken, and I really chose to be calm. I kept my voice low, said I've already put my order in twice. And she says, I don't see it. Oh my goodness, right? I'm like, how do you not see my order? It was just in there. The lady was just there. And so she says, I'm so sorry, but it's not in here. So I very calmly, even though I didn't feel like being calm, said the order for the third time. And then she put it in and she apologized. And I know it wasn't her fault. We'll talk another day about that too. And so I went there, I talked to the manager, I got a huge discount, and I just stayed calm. And they were like, I don't know how you stayed so calm. I would have been totally different. It's because I chose to. And because I stayed calm, I think I got further. And I don't know, maybe you get better results when you yell and stuff, but that's not helping my blood pressure. So I just stayed calm. I explained what happened. I told the manager, I said this many times, this. So she gave me the $10 off, and she gave me a manager discount. So a $40 order turned into $22, baby. Yes, because I chose to stay calm. Last thing, because I gotta go. The last thing I want to talk about as far as choice, and this may be controversial, I don't know. I try to stay away from controversial things on Facebook, but it's not too bad. Naomi Osaki, the tennis player lady, she chose not to do the interviews after her championship or whatever it was for the tennis things, and they fined her $15,000. And when I was on the radio show a couple weeks ago, it was one of the hot topics we were talking about. That's her choice. She can choose not to. She knew exactly what she was doing. She said she was doing it for mental health reasons. I think she has all the right to say, I am not, that's just something I'm choosing not to do. I'm happy to pay the fine. She paid the fine. She could decide, I don't want to live here anymore. I don't want to play tennis anymore. I'm packing up my stuff and I'm moving to Paris. She could do that. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have consequences from the choices that you make, but she could do that. I think it's just important for us to realize that people have choices, and we do too, and we shouldn't give our choice away. Don't give your power away by not making the choice or owning the fact that you have a choice. I have a choice. You have a choice. Guess what? When it comes between choosing life and death, like the scripture today, I choose life. When it comes between being rude and being kind, I choose to be kind. You can choose whatever you like. You can't dismiss yourself from the consequences of your choice, but you always have a choice. That is my Tuesdays with Tish today. Take ownership. Always have a choice. Today's tip is you always have a choice. I hope you'll choose life and not death. I hope you'll choose blessings and not curses. And I hope that you have a great day. I got to go help a family member. Mwah! I'll see you guys next week. Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Central. There's Michael making all that noise. Love you all.